What's going on, guys? Robert here with the Back Satchel Hunters. Figured I would just kind of, give my first impressions here of the new piece I got in the mail this last week. Of course, you can see it's got some waterproof labeling here. I went ahead and after years of research and kind of debating back and forth on what brand to go with, what model jacket to go with, decided to go with the Kuiu Chugach. Mainly because of 2 or 3 little factors. I guess is what really kept pulling me back to that over, their lighter ones, the Northridge jackets, I believe, over First Light's Seek Storm jackets, and even over the Yukon. Like I've just looked at pieces that are in my gear, my layering system, stuff that seems like it may be redundant or unnecessary. Any extra ounces or layers that I don't use or don't need, I'm starting to kind of try to make stuff more versatile. So I figured rather than wearing a base layer, a puffy and a mid layer, of course mid layer all the time if needed, puffy if it's cold or you're glassing, and then a soft shell like the guide jacket, which I've used for the last 2 seasons, I figured I may replace it with a wind resistant, water resistant, like a dedicated rain jacket as my outer shell. Because the majority of the times when we're moving, those jackets are in the pack anyways, you're just down to a base layer, and like a Kenai or a Peloton hoodie or something like that, that's going to breathe and move that moisture away from your body fairly quickly. So anyways, all that aside, I went back and forth. I've researched through Sitka, through First Light, through Outdoor Research, obviously Kuiu, and in the end I wound up going with the Chugach. Like I say, I just received this in the mail, of course. Most of y'all, have probably seen it. It's been out now for 3, 4, 5 years. Biggest thing about that, of course, it has a good track record. It's had plenty of time to be out in the field being used. Got a lot of feedback from guys who use it yearly. Some that depend on it to keep, obviously to save your life in some applications up in BC and Alaska and even just the Pacific Northwest. But of course, I'm down here in Georgia, so it's 90 degrees, pretty well every day here, at least for the last little bit. So I wanted one that's going to be light enough. Sorry, I got flies here. Light enough to work here, but also, at the same time durable enough to work out there and work with a pack, 30 to 60 pounds on my back. So anyways, I went with the Chugach. A few of the obvious reasons. Of course, it is 4-way stretch. I love the fact that the sleeves are big. That's one thing I can't stand, especially when you've got base layers and a puffy layer underneath. I can't stand restriction in the arms, but the fact that they're plenty long enough. Of course, I haven't even messed with them yet, but that's it. This is just an XL. I usually wear large, extra large in most Kuiu, so their stuff is all sized accordingly. If you buy an extra large in a base layer, buy an extra large in each jacket up from there, they're designed to be slightly oversized to fit into that layering system. All right, so what are some reasons that I went with the Chugach over all the others? Obviously, 4-way stretch is a biggie. The fact that this material is going to move plenty in each direction. You're wearing a pack. If you have any type of a jacket that is restrictive, it is a pain when you've got shoulder straps, your waist belt, all kinds of straps you have to loosen up, move around. You don't want your jacket restricting your arm, especially in the event of, an emergency, or if you see that, bull elk of a lifetime or whatever, you want to be able to pull up your rifle and go. You don't want stuff holding you back. So I look at it from that, and also, of course, it without wearing a pack. 4-way stretch is a biggie. It's just a thing I've come to love over the years. Another big thing that stood out to me, and the main reason I wound up going with this over all the others, are these puppies right here. These pit zips underneath the armpits, the ability on all of Kuiu's jacket and upper layers to be able to unzip the pits, dump all the heat while you're moving. That is a huge thing for me. Seems like my Kenai always stays unzipped, and I'll either have it as a standalone as an outer layer or have my guide jacket over that. It seems like I never have those zipped up unless we're sitting stationary glassing. So the pit zips, 4-way stretch, 2 biggies. And just the fact that, this whole jacket here, this is an XL, but I think it weighs in right at 17 ounces. So, you're just right at a pound for a jacket that could potentially save your life. So yeah, I know there's plenty of other brands out there, and there's plenty of, not even knocking the others. I just, after research between a lot of the big names, Sitka, First Light, Kuiu, I decided with this one because it had a great track record, thousands of reviews, 5-star rating. Talked to a lot of guys who've used it that depend on it, on a daily basis during the hunting season. Guides up north in the Northwest, Alaska, and they had nothing but good things to say about it. So yeah, this is the newest piece of my kit that I will be running now going into the 2019 season and forward, hopefully. Hopefully holding out has paid off. But there it is, guys. Of course, you can see the little inside and breathable membrane material there. But yeah, it's from what I can tell, though, a nice, well-built jacket. I just love the fit of all the Kuiu stuff. Once you figure out what size you need, just remember it is all sized accordingly in their layering system. If you wear a large or extra large shirt, chances are your mid and outer layers are all going to be the same. They're designed to be slightly oversized to fit over, their own size as you go outwards in the layering process. So that's what we got, guys. That is just my little unbagging, just first impressions of the Chugach. Seems to be well built, super lightweight, and just can't wait to use it. Don't have to get rained on, but if nothing else, I'll use it to kind of shed the wind. But stick with us, stay tuned, we'll see you next time.